this lesson, we're going to go deeper into scales, keys, and tonality. A tonality, or a key, or a scale, is like a soup. It's a set of notes that come together in a certain way to create a certain flavor. Change one of the notes in the set even a little bit, and the overall flavor changes. You know about the major scale, and how it's the fundamental scale that everything else is thought of as relative to. You know about the minor scale too, and how it's derived from the major scale by flattening the 3rd, 6th, and 7th degrees of the scale. So now let's move on to some more exciting and advanced sets of notes. Today we'll be talking about the 7 modes of the major scale: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian, and the 2 key ways that they're understood. Number 1. Modes are scales that are relative permutations of each other. The D major scale consists of the notes D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. Another name for the major scale is Ionian. Ionian is the first mode. If I spell that same set of notes starting and ending on the 2nd degree, E, we get the 2nd mode, Dorian. E Dorian is the 2nd mode of the D major scale. If I spell that same set of notes starting and ending on the 3rd degree, F sharp, we get the 3rd mode, Phrygian. F sharp Phrygian is the 3rd mode of the D major scale. Using this process of reordering the scale, we get the 7 modes of the D major scale: D Ionian, E Dorian, F sharp Phrygian, G Lydian, A Mixolydian, B Aeolian, and C sharp Locrian. So now you know that the modes are derived by arranging the major scale into different permutations. But what do we do with a mode? What does it mean for music to be in a mode? In order to answer that, let's look at it from another angle. Aeolian, the 6th mode, is a natural minor scale. Ionian, the 1st mode, is a major scale. Right now, though, we're going to put those 2 aside and talk about the other 5 modes, which we characterize by how they deviate from either the major or the minor scale. Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, and Mixolydian are each a major or minor scale with 1 note changed, and Locrian with 2 notes changed. For example, Lydian is a major scale with a raised 4th. Phrygian is a minor scale with a lowered 2nd. Mixolydian is a major scale with a lowered 7th. Locrian is a minor scale with a lowered 2nd and 5th. Dorian is a minor scale with a raised 6ths. It's these slight deviations from regular major and minor that give each mode its unique flavor and emotional quality. Let's go back to the soup. First, some Ionian, to cleanse the palate and prepare our ear for the more complex flavors. Let's begin. Listen to what happens to the major scale when we raise the 4th and make it Lydian. It takes on a creamy but light ethereal flavor. Okay, let's cleanse the palate with some Aeolian. Now listen to what happens to the minor scale when we flat the 2nd and make it Phrygian. It makes the minor scale even spicier. Flat the 5th as well to make it Locrian, and we make it spicier still, bitter even. Again, cleansing the palate with some Ionian. Now listen to what happens to the major scale when we flat the 7th. It's still sweet like regular major, but it's also savory, like a sweet potato or a butternut squash. Some Aeolian to cleanse the palate. Okay, now listen to what happens to the minor scale when we take the flat 6 and we raise it to a regular major 6. It's still definitely minor, but it's not really dark or spicy or bitter. So now you know that Ionian is a major scale, Aeolian is a minor scale. Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, and Mixolydian are major and minor scales with one note changed, and Locrian is a minor scale with two notes changed. If you don't understand all the theory that ties it together right away, it's okay. Modes, like all scales, are just sets of notes that go together to create a certain flavor. And your ear for those flavors and your understanding of the theory will develop as you use this information to write music, learn songs, and improvise on your instrument. So jump in and try it out, and have fun bringing your understanding of tonality to the next level.